Savio, like as in like you standing behind the deck, there are few people who would come up with their phones showing some song, requesting song. What would you do? What is your thought process when
Uh,
you do that?
so what do you think, Savio? It is better to be under artist management or it's better to be a freelancer? Like in your perspective in the larger scale.
So you see young people coming out to music production and DJing. Like, what is the one thing you see? Okay, they're lacking it, or one suggestion, or one tip which you would like to give it to them.
What's happening now is this. I think people shouldn't do it just for this, just because it's a trend right now.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. Yeah.
everyone can be a DJ doesn't mean you should become one.
Hi, Savio.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Welcome to Old Monk Radio. Thanks for being our first guest. Thanks for accepting
Yeah,
the invite when I spoke to you. We're grateful for that. How have you been,
yeah,
Savio? How is life? How is life going on?
I'm good, bro. Just super busy. I am right now in Manipal at the moment because I have a show tonight. So yeah, that's been pretty hectic these last few weekends, and I think it's just
Mm-hmm.
gonna get more hectic now since the season's coming in.
That's right. Yeah, season starts now, right? Like,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. So
in,
there's gonna be a lot of shows coming in the next
yeah,
few
great.
weeks until the end of the year. It's just gonna be packed.
Yeah, where are you playing tonight, bro?
So there's this club called Big Shot in Manipal. The last time I
Okay.
played here was I think 2 years ago. But yeah, again they've asked me to come back and
Okay.
play.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's the crowd here is amazing. It's just a lot of college
Yeah, yeah,
crowd over
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like there's a lot of student crowd there, right? Because of I think
yeah,
MIT, if
It
I'm not
might be. Yeah, yeah,
MIT is
might be.
there.
yeah.
And even I had played in barrels like 2 years ago, and that was
Oh
a
yeah,
hectic story.
Valves.
Yeah. I drove alone, to barrels from Bangalore. I drove alone and I met with an accident in a place called Beltangdi, bro.
Oh my
Then I had to
God.
take my car. I crashed my car. I crashed my car, and it was a huge story that day.
Oh
It
my
was,
God, dude.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, that was fucking hectic, I swear, bro. So, Savio, like, tell us about yourself, bro. Like, what have you been doing lately, and where do you come from, and tell us about your background.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, I'm a DJ and music producer. I've been doing this for the last, I think, 15 years. I think I'm not sure. I
Oh, how
started when
old
I
are you
was
now?
like I'm
How
like
old are you?
27, so I'm gonna
27.
be
So 15.
27. Yeah,
Yeah, great. You remember the days, bro? Like, you remember Sunny?
yeah, I remember
Sunny.
him. Yeah,
Remember him? Those days when
yeah,
we used
yeah,
to have house party. I think you came in for one day, right? That's when I know you since
yeah,
then.
yeah. Bro, those days I started off playing for house parties. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I've been doing it, and it's progressed from house parties to clubs.
Savio, you were telling us about, you starting off from house parties and going to play at the clubs and big stages like music festivals and stuff, right? So can you think of a time, like when you decided to take, music as your career, and how did that happen? And how did you take it forward?
Started off like, just playing it for house parties and, doing small shows for like birthday parties and stuff like that. But I think it got serious only, I think, once I was in college. Like just when I was finishing college, I think I started doing opening sets for. I mean, I was doing a lot of opening sets as well in clubs, but I wasn't too serious about it. I think it only got very serious when I was like just getting done with college. I think there was a show I was playing at, I think Cafe Felix once, and they made me like the headliner of the show, and then it started from there. So that first headliner show that I played, me and my friends, we played as headliners for that day, and yeah, I think from ever since that day, I think that was like in 2018 or something. It started like getting more serious, and yeah, 2019 just took off.
Great, bro. So, which college did you study in? St. Joseph's?
Yeah, I was in Joseph's, SJCC, Joseph's. So
Oh,
I was doing my bachelor's in commerce. Uh, a lot of people are like, you should be working in a bank and stuff, but yeah, I'm also DJing as well. So
Yeah, but see, bro, I've been following you for a while, because I'm with Abhinav and he's been telling that Savio, he started with scratch, and now the places where you perform, it's really an inspiration story, like for people and youngsters.
Yeah.
So one of the main reasons of this podcast is like not everybody gets the limelight. What you have done, what you have done is also an achievement. So walk us through
Yeah.
the process and like what was your mindset when you were going through such things, bro? Like there were struggles as an artist. There will be challenges where
Yeah.
you're looked upon and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like when I first started, it was my parents weren't that confident. They were like, "What is this? Like, what are you doing? Does it even like make you money? Does it, help you in the future?" Yeah, yeah. They were pretty skeptical about me getting into this field. But then, I kept pushing for it. I kept, even though a lot of people were like saying this doesn't seem like a great idea, you shouldn't do it. And especially back then, DJing was not a very big thing. It was like there was EDM was just starting to come in. So
That's right.
that's when it started to come in. So I just basically just kept pushing, you know, I just kept pursuing it, didn't have any sort of, second thoughts. I mean, there were
mm,
times where I was like, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing to be doing as well? But, I just kept going for it and yeah, I've kept doing it ever since. I don't think people should, if you get that second thought in your head saying, why am I doing this? Yeah,
mm,
that you shouldn't get that because if you're passionate about it, if you really love the music, I love the music because I listen to all sorts of music. I listen to like literally from like commercial, like pop to techno to hardcore to D&B. I listen to
Yeah.
everything, bro. I think a lot of people get stuck to one genre, but I listen to everything. So yeah, I was just saying, just stick to your passion. If you're really into it, just
mm,
keep doing it no matter what. Don't let anyone stop you from getting into it.
Yeah, so Savio, we just spoke about, like how you got to the tough situations, right? I just want to know, like, it's been, I think, 6 years from 2018. Have you anytime got a second thought and have you pushed yourself from that, looking at the positives? Have you ever got that in the 6 years?
I mean, the only time when it became really difficult was COVID, when COVID hit,
Mm-hmm.
because I was playing shows back to back in 2019, straight out of college. I was going
Mm-hmm.
back to back shows, but then the moment COVID hit, there was like I mean, there was no gigs, nothing was happening. I was literally sitting at home doing nothing. I mean, I was trying to push out like, content in different other ways. I was working on a lot of music production during COVID. I wouldn't say COVID was completely bad, but yeah, it helped me get my creative side out. I think everyone's creative side came out in COVID.
I personally think COVID changed a lot of people's life because people started getting creative and they started
Yeah.
looking out for things, new things where they can do.
mm.
That's what I believe.
Yeah,
It's great, bro.
exactly. So,
Yeah. And Savi, what kind of genre are you mainly into? Like, are you into any specific genre, or do you play are you a multi-genre artist?
bro, I would say I'm a multi-genre artist at the moment. But I'm slowly trying to, incorporate myself as a more of like a house artist.
House.
Like,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
so I'm working on some music at the moment.
mm-hmm.
Hopefully that will be coming out sometime later this year. I think end of October and November, I have some songs coming out. So I'm working with a few artists. So just trying to, get into the more house, like Afro house, deep,
Yeah.
a bit of techno as well. I have a few songs already on Spotify that are
Mm-hmm.
techno-ish, but yeah, just more incorporating myself as a house artist and not just a DJ. That's the goal. I think for 2025, just to be more rounded off as an artist instead.
Great. Tell us about the production life, bro. How do you, get that spark? How do you get the spark of the tunes, and where, how do you sit for it?
Bro, it honestly doesn't it doesn't like come when I want it to come. Sometimes I'll be
Mm-hmm,
sitting doing something else, like completely different.
mm-hmm,
One day I'll be like watching TV and I'll be, watching some sort of show, and I get like the inspiration just from like these like random things. Like it'll probably be like some background score in the movie, or I'll hear like maybe an ad on TV. I'll get like an idea, like, okay, shit, like that I just get this idea to do something with the kind of things I watch sometimes. But sometimes, if I'm like sitting down, and working on music, you just get once you get into that flow, you just can't stop. And the thing is, you can't replicate that if you get off from it. You have to like keep going 3 hours or 4 hours at a stretch, producing music. I think you know what that's like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to,
Yeah,
learn
once
it,
you
and
get
you'll have
that
to,
like momentum, you just don't want to stop,
because I
producing.
think there will be a lot of things happening during that momentum. We'll be getting new ideas, right? And there'll be, new ways of thinking. Then once it breaks, you can't go back there. I've faced that a lot.
Exactly, exactly.
So, Savio, like, who's the one person you look up to in this industry, or like, what is that motivation, or that person you'll be like, I want to get there once, or he's a source of motivation why I started this. So, is there anyone like that for you?
Yeah, bro. I mean, right now I'm listening to so many artists, but I think the
Yeah.
artist that really got me into the music, the electronic music, especially, was I think Armin van Buuren and Tiesto. This was
Oh,
back
yeah.
in I'm talking about like 2013,
Yeah.
2012,
Right. Yeah.
like when they were, like setting the scene for EDM. I mean, they've been in the music industry for like, since 1990s. So, but the thing is, I've always listened to like a lot of club music, even when I was a kid. My mom
Mm.
had this like CD with a lot of like old school club music on it. So it had a bit of techno, it had a bit of those days it was trance. So it
Yeah.
had a lot of that music, and my mom would like put it on, and just
Mm.
on the evening and just blast it. I think I just
Mm.
got that. I was just like, this music sounds so fucking like energetic. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, this is something I want to like listen to. And then when I actually started discovering what electronic music was I think around 2012, 2013, I came
Mm.
across Armin van Buuren and Tiesto. I think the first song that I heard that really got me into electronic music was Tiesto. Um, what's it called? Actually, I'm sorry, not Tiesto. It was Faithless Insomnia, but it was
Mm.
this Tiesto remix. Yeah, one of my all-time favorite tracks. And the
Mm.
story is the reason is one of my friends was a DJ. Like he was like like quasi DJing for his 13th birthday or something like that. And I
Mm.
was like, I was invited for it. I didn't know what DJing was. He had like this small like controller, and he was just mixing like pop music. I think his name is Melly, but yeah, he was playing at his birthday party, and I was like, what is he doing? That looks so cool. So I went back
Mm.
home. I researched all about it. I was like, okay, this sounds cool. I downloaded Virtual DJ, and I started like mixing some like random music, and I think that's where it started. But like on his return, he had like return gifts. His mom gave away like return gifts, and he had this like iPod, not Apple iPod, but like a MP3
MP3
player
player.
as a gift. Okay, and in that his mom had loaded like some music. His mom is like into electronic music as well, so she had like a lot of old like back those days like Tiesto and all of those kind of songs. So when I heard like that was I like randomly listened to some random music on that iPod, on that MP3 player, and I was like, shit, this is the kind of music I want to listen to for the rest of my life. And yeah, ever since then, like I've just been engrossed in like I mean back then it was trance and a bit of like house, but now it's like progressed to like techno and all these other genres that everyone's listening
The
to now.
ways of music keeps changing,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Like when we started like
Yeah,
listening, it was BPM. and now it is slowly evoluting towards techno,
Yeah.
right? Ways of music. When I did some research, I found out this. And talking about your, like when you were young, bro, you told me about your mother and Melly and his mom giving you a pod or something. Tell me about your family. Where are you from? And like, who do you have any siblings? How is
Yeah.
it like?
So I mean, I'm born and brought up in Bangalore, bro. I'm a Bangalore boy. But my great grandparents, like I'm talking about great grandparents, like when the British were here, they were like Irish. My dad's side's Irish, and my mom's side's Portuguese. Yeah.
We're
You're getting
recording
this
this
from
from
Ireland.
Ireland, bro.
Oh, you are right. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, like I'm Anglo-Indian. I'm Indian at the end of the day, but I got
Yeah,
some Irish blood in me.
yeah. Great, bro. It's great. And do you have
How is
any?
it there in Ireland, but how is it like going there? How's the scene?
It's going good, bro. Scene, I believe West. I have been to a lot of parties here already, but I believe India has the best scene. When everyone around here tells India is the best, like because there are many artists coming to India, like world class artists, right? All over the world, everyone are looking up
Yeah.
in India, and I think it's Indian time, bro. It is not anymore like what we were 8 or 10 years back. This
Yeah,
decade,
yeah,
India is gonna kill it. Like in global perspective, if you look at India, is at a very good place.
yeah, yeah.
And
I mean, India is killing it, bro. Like, I think
yeah,
now, Bangalore, literally every weekend there's like uh,
Huge artist.
some
Yeah.
bro, there
international artists coming in, bro.
there are like no artists left, bro. There are very few who's left who has to come to India, but these guys are getting in everyone, and even these artists look up for coming to India, because
Yeah,
I think they look at the stats, they look at their listeners and everything. People are also getting evaluated
yeah,
time and time. And I personally believe, after COVID, people started living a different kind of life. Everyone wants instant gratification, and everyone knows we're not here forever. Let's fucking party. Let's enjoy. That's what I think.
yeah,
Everyone started.
exactly. I think that's exactly right, bro. I think now, I think after COVID, people have just been more into like raving. That
Yeah,
rave culture is like taken off like crazy. Like before, rave
yeah,
culture was like a small community of people that would go
yeah,
for raves, but now literally everyone I know goes for some sort of rave, be it for like
yeah,
DNB, be it for like Psy raves or techno
yeah.
raves,
The best
warehouse
part,
parties.
yeah, the best people are turning up, bro. Whatever we're doing, right? People are turning up. That's the best part, right? Because at the end of the
Yeah,
day, like people don't support, and there's no point of doing anything, right? If you don't get recognized, there's no point of doing anything, right? What do you say?
yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Uh, I think now people are more open to being artistic, like they're getting into like music production. People are just like quitting their jobs and just becoming DJs, getting into
Yeah,
it
yeah.
full time. So, I mean, like you also like st you quit your job, you moved to the UK, and you're like studying music, or
Okay.
you like
No, I'm doing a different course. I'm
okay,
doing
okay,
doing a course related to my previous job experience itself.
okay, okay,
Because I'm not that much into production, bro. I'm very, like
okay,
mellow guy on a production side. So anyway, DJing is going with the flow, and I've
yeah.
got used to it. So let's see how it goes. I just came here with a blank mind state and zero expectations, bro. I just want to see how life goes.
Yeah. Well, trust me,
So
like
all I
like I know a lot of people that have gone to the UK to the US to like learn music, and they've like come back changed. They've been like, bro, like music the music scene is like completely different there, and
yeah, yeah,
they're trying to
totally.
they try to get their more artistic side out. The culture there is so different. You just want to like
Yeah,
it's a complete change from, what you're used to in India.
yeah, that's right. That's right, bro. Yeah, bro. So talking about, see, can you tell me the best experiences in your life, bro? Like, let it be in your music career. Let it be like when you're playing on the decks or in your personal life. What do you think is the best time of the life? I know there'll be many of it, but if you could pick one in specific.
I'm trying to think. That's a tough question. Um, I mean, for me, uh, I just like being productive every day. Like I need to do like something literally every day to keep my mind going because my mind just keeps racing like
Mhm.
all the time. I think I have some severe case of ADHD, but that's a different topic for another day. But yeah, I just need to be productive every day, bro. I need to uh, either like do some sort of I work out. I get my work done, and then I also like produce music. Yeah, it's just back
Great.
to back, and I like it. For me, I like that satisfaction of being having a productive day. If I don't
Mhm.
have a productive day, I feel I've not accomplished much something for that day. Uh, and I realized like time is like we have such a short span of time on this earth. Like you said earlier, right? Like we have such
Yeah.
a short span of time on this earth. We realize how, uh, things can get, very serious pretty quickly when COVID
Mhm.
happened. So like I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that taught me to, just, take the time to do everything you can. Especially when
Great.
you're young, you can like do everything.
Yeah,
Because as
that's
you
right.
get older, it gets difficult. So yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to make the most of it every day. But I mean, Sundays are my like rest days. I usually
Mhm.
just chill out. I need to chill out because sometimes I get a bit work like I'm done with like I'm overworked. So by Saturday I'm like done. So I needed like Sunday. I need to chill. I need to relax.
Yeah. What does your day look like, bro? Like usually from you wake up to you sleep, what does your day look like? Usual day.
So, I mean, I do a bit of digital marketing as well. I do digital marketing. That's like my day thing from Monday to Fridays. But I also like produce music Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Usually it's like
Mhm.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the time I usually get time to do
Mhm.
stuff like,
Mhm.
produce music, shows, Saturday, Sundays I'm playing. So yeah,
So
that's what I'm
which
saying. Like my full week is like
yeah, pack.
blocked. It's
So
packed
which
always.
part of yeah, so which part of the week you think is better? Is it from Monday to Friday or Friday to Sunday? Because you have two schedules.
Yeah, I mean it's I like both, bro. Like I like the hustle on the weekdays, and
Yeah,
I like that also weekends of DJing as well. So I like both. It's
yeah, yeah,
like my DJing is like the my release for like I feel like
yeah,
I'm having a a good time. Uh, like I'm at my best when I'm DJing as well. So
yeah.
yeah, that's what I would say. Like it's kind of like a chill out session for me. People think it's not it's like work, but I think it's like for me I'm like oh yes, this is exactly what I want for my weekend.
I get it, bro. I have the same mindset, like even back when I used to teach, right? I used to work Monday to Friday and I used to get gigs on weekends and it used to be like, get away from reality. It is
Exactly.
like my
Yeah.
time and you don't have second thoughts when you're doing it. It's just your time and
Yeah,
you're just
exactly.
living. Feeling is different, right?
Exactly, bro. When I'm on the console, like literally, it feels like I'm not like all the other worldly problems are gone off my shoulders. I'm just in the moment with the music, and it's also like the crowd reaction to each song that I
Yeah.
play, um, that gets me going. Like that's what I live for every weekend, like making sure people have a great time.
So Savio, like in the Bangalore scene, I believe you are a very well-established music producer and DJ. So you see young people coming out to music production and DJing. Like, what is the one thing you see? Okay, they're lacking it, or one suggestion, or one tip which you would like to give it to them because you've been
I think
established for a while.
Yeah, I think what's happening now is this. I mean, so many DJs, so many producers
Yeah.
coming out, which is great. It's amazing. But I mean, I think people shouldn't do it just for this, just because it's a
Sake of.
trend right now.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. Yeah.
everyone can be a DJ doesn't mean you should become one. You know, um, if you really love the music, if you're really, passionate about it, if you see yourself, if you know you're talented in it, then go ahead and do it. I see a lot of people start and then they're like, it wasn't for me, so I stopped. Um, so
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, I'd say first, like, learn about, what this industry is about,
Yeah.
because it's pretty complicated. It's not easy, especially
Yeah.
the young talent that's coming in right now. Some of
Mm.
them are really talented, like some of these kids that are coming into the scene, super talented, but it's kind of getting a bit saturated now. I
Yeah.
think there's too many DJs coming in now. I think they need to there needs to be a
Slow it down.
hold on how many DJs come in, but I'm just kidding. But
Uh,
it's just that they need to understand what this whole industry is
Yeah,
about first
Yeah.
before really delving into it too much,
Yeah.
because there's so many challenges, there's so many problems you got to get around with. It's not just a simple, oh, I get a console, play some music, I'm great, I
Yeah.
can do it. I mean, it's simple as that, but then the business part of it comes into play, the
Yeah.
marketing aspects, how you're going to market yourself, what kind of music you're going to get into. So
Mm.
yeah, but I mean, there's pros and cons to it. Like I said, yeah, I see some people that are really passionate about it, and I see a few people that have gone into the DNB space now. The
Mm.
DNB scene in Bangalore is like picking up really, really fast.
Yeah.
I think Indranagar socials and Koramangala socials are like the best place for it. There's
DNB.
some event organizers that are like specifically curating DNB scenes.
collaborating with them, even I got to play DNB shows. I never explored that part of the genre, and once they asked me to play for them, that's when I did some. I did a lot of R&D, bro. That's what you need, right? You have to get into that zone if you want to play that
Yeah,
music.
exactly. You just need to do a lot of R&D. You need to figure out if that music is for you, if you really like
Yeah.
it, and how you're going to
Hmm.
mix it. Some people, they just get a bunch of
Yeah.
tracks, put in a pen drive, go to the club,
Yeah.
and they don't know what they're doing. They're just mixing something or the other. It doesn't work. You need to understand the crowd's perspective.
Right, that's right.
Also, like even if you do bring all the music and you want to play like a full say experimental set, uh, you need to know how it works on the dance floor. You need to know how it
Yeah.
communicates with the crowd. Um,
Yeah.
it should work. That's the main thing.
That's right.
Bro, now that you told that you have to make everyone happy. See, there's a saying you can't make everyone happy, but your profession
You
and your
can't
passion is such
exactly.
that yeah, you have to make sure that everybody on the dance floor is enjoying. So, what will be
Bro,
going on in your mind
there's
behind?
times
Yeah.
there's times where people have been like, what are you playing? I mean, there are haters. You're gonna get haters. I have a few haters out there, but I don't think you're an artist, truly an artist, without a few haters out there. And I think it's the
Yeah.
haters that really keep me going sometimes. But uh,
Yeah.
but it's more people that love my music and love to see me play than the haters. So yeah.
So yeah, Savio, talking about the crowd, right? Can you recall which is the best crowd you've played for so far? You get that feel, right? You get
Yeah.
that right when you play for, like you'll feel it. Okay, this is the best crowd I've played for, and you'll be carrying along with you for a while, right? So have you had that moment in your life, in your career?
Yeah, I think yeah, top three has got to be opening for Nuclear.
Hmm.
It St. Joseph's phenomenon, that fest,
Yeah.
because the production was so good. It was not just the crowd; it was also like the whole production, because it was catered to Nuclear's requirements. His tech rider, so it was great, playing on such a big stage with such a big production, and the sound was like insanely good that year. And yeah, the crowd was also insane as well that year. So yeah, I think Phenomenon's got to be one in the top, few uh, amazing places with the best crowd. But I think once I played in Mangalore for this other like college fest. I And that also, bro, was like insane. Like the crowd was just like literally every song they were like going berserk. Like they had more energy than I had. And after the show, like these people were like running to take pictures with me. And I mean it was just like the love and the atmosphere in Mangalore. Like the crowd was just so nice. The people were like, super hospitable. Yeah, I think that was one of the few best shows I played.
Great, bro. So, Savi, do you believe in law of attraction? Do you believe in manifestation? Because what I heard from your life journey is you wanted to do it and you are doing it, right? I feel you thought of it before doing it, and that's why you're doing it, right? That's what I feel hearing you talk for this long. So, do you believe in this concept?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you want something really bad, if you manifest it, if you really plan it well and execute it well,
Mm-hmm.
anything can happen, bro. Like nothing's impossible. I know it sounds
Yeah,
cliche. You hear all of these artists say,
yeah,
nothing is impossible, you can do it. But it also is hard work, bro. It's hard work. You need to hustle it out. You don't get success by just sitting down and waiting for
that's
things
right.
to happen. I think a lot of artists get it wrong. They think, oh, they can just become big overnight, just by putting out a few songs. And you need to really work hard. You need to network. You need to be. You just need to be a nice person to people in this industry. You see a lot of cocky, egotistic artists out there, and I think that's their where it falls for them. They need to be a little more open-minded to new ideas, to people. That's what's important. But yeah, like I said, coming back to the main point, yeah, you should just in your head just manifest you playing those stages. Like when I was a kid, I used to stand in front of the mirror. I mean, this is gonna sound embarrassing, but I used to stand in front of the mirror and I would like put my hands up in the air and be like pretend I was playing at like some sort of festival. But then you when you do that, you kind of like you know push your mindset in that direction. You want to like play that and you work towards it. And yeah, bro, like 10 years on, and I've like played, I think, all the shows I've ever wanted. And I still want, there's so many things I want to check off the bucket list. There's
Yeah.
there's a lot more things I still want to do. It's only just getting started for me, I'd say. Like I feel like I'm just beginning my like career in this industry.
So what does the future look like, bro? Like, what do you want to do? Like, what are the aspirations or dreams you have? Talking about, like
Um,
go now on.
yeah, I mean, as of now, right now, I'm just trying to work on improving my production, my getting to a good level of where I can say, yeah, I produce great music. Uh, right now, it's a good. I need to make it better. Focus on refining my sound as well.
Hmm.
And then also, try to be more. I need definitely. There's a lot of content I'm trying to put out in the next few months. So I think content creation is right now the biggest tool
That's
to
true.
getting exposure and
Yeah.
boosting your profile out there. So a lot of people have become artists just by, you know, content creation. So I think that's
Yeah.
the new norm we're living in right now, where content creation is the key to a bit of your success. So yeah, need to definitely work on that as well, I'd say. But yeah, there's a lot in store coming in the future. Hopefully, you get to hear it in the next few months. The new music I was talking about. Have some few collabs coming in. So yeah, that's working
Are you
in the
associated with
pipeline.
management, bro? Like currently, or are you doing
Yeah,
it by your own?
yeah. So as of now, there is an artist management that takes care of some of the bookings I get.
Mhm,
They're called Dance United. So they've
mhm,
been doing some of my like manage. They've been managing me for the last I think 2 years, and I think before that I was under United Sensation. So yeah,
mhm.
it's good to have someone backing you. It's good to have
Great.
people to
Yeah.
vouch for you.
So what do you think, Savio? It is better to be under artist management, or it's better to be a freelancer? Like in your perspective, in the larger scale, what is the main difference between
Um,
these?
Well, I mean, you can be under. Definitely, it's great to have support from some sort of artist managers who know this. I mean, the reason why some people get signed to artist managers because they have the inside links to the industry. So, it's not easy getting to network with these people. So having one of these managers helps. But if you're I mean, if you have it in you by yourself to, go out there and network and,
Yeah,
be your own manager, you definitely can do it, bro. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean,
yeah,
that was me when I first started. So I
yeah.
was on my own doing it all. So
Journey, right?
yeah, it's
The journey is great.
So, Savio, there's a saying like you are what your friends are. Like, do you have like a close friends, set of friends, like who keeps you motivated, keeps you going? Like, come on, Savio, you
yeah.
can do that. So,
Yeah, I do have a close knit of friends that kind of are supportive. They make sure that, I'm always doing my best.
yeah,
Sometimes when I'm doing something that's maybe, not good, maybe not the right path to take, they tell me
yeah,
like, hey, why don't you try, doing this, try doing that. So I do have a lot of, support, and people that give me a lot of advice. I do like taking constructive criticism.
yeah,
Sometimes, you don't
yeah.
know it all. It's great to get that bit of, uh, get someone else's perspective, find out what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. So, I
So
mean, no one's
right now,
perfect. I make a lot of mistakes as well. So,
right now in your life, like I believe you're in a very happy state, and you have done what you have done to be here. So, what do you think can make you better there, and like personally and professionally, somewhere you'll be at the state that I have to achieve that. So, what do you think will take you there, and what are you gonna do about it?
I mean, I think it's just trying to navigate through the
Mhm.
music industry right now because
Uh-huh.
it's changing so fast. Like every year,
Yeah,
there's like some new genre that's like killing it.
yeah,
There's something new. You just got to change with the times. I think people get too stuck with sticking to one genre, sticking to one thing.
mhm.
I think take for example Diplo. He's like the biggest example for this. How you want to like approach,
Mhm,
the future. He's been like he was making like trap. Then he was making like a bit of pop. Now he's making like deep and house. So it's just about like people say, oh, you should stick to one thing and be
Mm.
good at it. But if you just love music, I think people should just accept any
yeah,
sort of genre that comes. Bro, I listen to like every kind of genre out there. I love making any kind of music. It just depends what ideas come in, and I just try to put it out.
Is it a
So I
good thing
think
or a bad thing? Like getting into everything. So, like a jack of everything is a
there is
master of
there
none.
is pros. I mean, there are pros and cons to it. Like
Yeah,
sometimes you don't get to be the master of that thing
yeah,
because if you're changing
Mhm.
genres,
Yeah,
kind of people don't know you for that
yeah,
specific
exactly.
genre.
Yeah,
I mean, but the thing is, you just want to make sure people get an understanding that, hey, I can make any sort of music. I'm
yeah,
versatile with what I'm doing. That's the impression you want to give. Take for example DJ Ivan. He plays all sorts
yeah,
of genres.
yeah,
yeah.
He plays R&B, hip hop. and then he plays techno and house. So he plays it all, and I think that's like what he's been one of my biggest inspirations as well. Starting as a DJ, I think I forgot to mention that as a DJ, especially not just an artist, but as a DJ, he's so versatile. He's open to like listen to any kind of music, and he has this radio show that they've been doing for like last 20 years, I think
He
15,
and
18
Rohit
years.
Parker. He and Rohit Parker, the
Yeah,
Indigo
yeah.
MP1.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so when I first started getting to the scene, like I would listen to that radio show, and I'd listen to a State of Trance by Mom and Van Buren. So those were like the two things I'd listen to. Uh, and then and then my music, all of my music would come from like both these two radio shows. Um, it's just sad to see now that there's like radio shows are not a huge thing anymore.
I think it's the evolution. See, talking about Ivan, right? He was playing with records before. He used to carry records, right? Playing in vinyl. And
Yeah,
right now he's
he still plays vinyl.
he plays, yeah, he still plays in vinyl. And see, hearing whatever you told, right? I believe adaptability is the best thing, bro. Talking about, all Diplo, or if you see other artists as well, they started as a different genre artists, and right now they're getting into the scene. Whatever is happening globally at the music level, right? In the face, there's a lot of techno
Yeah,
and tech things happening. Everyone are getting into that. If you see bigger stage artists, right, everyone are remixing their signature tracks and giving new drops. So I think it's the adaptability which keeps them going, right? And very less people in
yeah.
this industry are adaptable, and they'll be with the stringent mindset saying, "What I do is right, and I'll stick to this." And I don't think they will last long. People who gets adapted and gets evaluated, right? That's
No,
when you
see,
feel.
the thing is, if you're great at something and people love you for that, definitely stick to it. There's
Mm.
no, it's not a bad thing necessarily if you're like stuck to one genre. It's good. Like, sticking to one thing, it's great. I mean, if people like, I mean, Boris Brejcha, you wouldn't want him making, I don't
Yeah.
know, like DNB. Like it would sound so weird, right? People know him as the minimal techno artist that we all know. So I mean, it's just the identity. Some of these people accept that as their identity, and then there are other artists that like to have a versatile genre as the identity. Me being one of those people.
So, Savio, two questions for you, okay? One is, where is the biggest stage you dream of playing? And as a fan, who is the artist you would like to, like, from an audience point of view, watch there and enjoy the vibe?
So I mean, the biggest stage I really want to play on would be, um, I think, I, I think it would have to be Ultra.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
there are
Ultra
many
is
big
like one of
stages.
my like all-time favorites. Uh,
Hmm.
Ultra and AMF, Amsterdam Dance Music Festival,
Mhm.
or any sort of AMF show that that Amsterdam Dance ADE, sorry, what am I saying? AMF ADE. And I think the
Hmm.
artist that I really want to see is Eric Prydz. Like
Okay.
I've seen all the DJ Mag top 100 DJs play, except for a few of them, like Calvin Harris and all that. But I've not seen Eric Prydz. Like that's one of the more important people I really want to see play because he has this holo concept of holograms
Yeah,
and his
yeah.
music. I mean, that's the scene right now. I mean, I've seen Anima, I've seen Tale of Us,
Yes,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
it's a different
but
experience,
yeah.
right? Getting a different
Yeah,
experience.
but I mean, you need to go to like other countries to really get the whole
Yeah, so, yeah,
experience. Unfortunately, India doesn't have the resources to have their technical riders set up like that. It's also
yeah.
super out of budget, but if you go abroad, yeah, I mean, you're an island. You're like literally few hours away from the UK and all these other places. So if you ever get the chance, go check out like
For
Eric
sure.
Prydz
We have a lot of
and
screeners.
Anima
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Afterlife. Afterlife is like one of my favorite labels.
yeah. It's a whole new experience, right? The world, and they've recently introduced, no phone policy as well. It's really
Yeah,
great.
yeah, that's a big thing now. Yeah,
Very,
like
very,
now,
Yeah.
very
yeah, I think people need to stop recording everything. I mean, take one video, post it,
good.
cool. You don't have to like literally have your
Record it.
phone in the air the whole
Record everything.
concert. Like that's just, yeah, that's just fucking insane. Like, why would you even do that? It's you come there to enjoy the show. Like, let it sink into your head. Don't let it sink into your phone. And that's the thing, like as a DJ, you're just seeing like everyone like holding up their phone like that, and you're not seeing people like dance and have a good time and enjoy the
Yeah.
music for what it is. That's the problem. Like that's one of the issues right now. So now there are like parties where uh there's this other party that's called This Never Happened. Basically, they just take away everyone's phones and
Yeah.
it would be like this. It never happened because no one took any videos of it. But for
Yeah.
them, like it's an experience. So that's the whole concept.
Savio, like as in like you standing behind the deck, there are few people who would come up with their phones showing some song,
Request.
requesting songs. What would you do? What is your thought process when
Uh,
you do that?
I mean, sometimes it's the most out of pocket requests. Like you'll sometimes I'll be like, why are people asking me to play Ed Sheeran photograph? And it's like not even just like the artist. Like they'll be like, we want like photograph to be played. I'm like, are you like come to like cry at the club? Like these people, I don't know, like what's their like mindset when they want these songs. I mean, I get like they come with a lot of baggage with and issues, but
Mm,
sometimes you just got to let all of that go, have a good time,
mm,
listen to what the DJ is playing,
yeah,
because we're playing to everyone. We can't cater to everyone. But sometimes I do get like requests that are in my set list itself. So I'm like,
mm,
chill, I got you. I got it. And it's only I don't always take requests. It's just that if
mm.
it's in my set list, then I'm like, yeah, I got you.
Because I think you can't just push in whatever track they ask for, right? Because the flow what you got while playing will be different, and you have to continue that.
Yeah,
Being an you don't want to break
exactly.
it. Yeah,
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's for me, it's about the flow. I hate playing, like cutting it and then
yeah,
playing
yeah,
something else,
yeah.
and it just like even if I was in the crowd, I'd be like, why is the flow getting messed up? I like to build it up the whole night. Like I start off slow and I build it up towards like a higher
Yeah, yeah.
BPM and end it on a happy note or on a very hardcore note. These
Mhm.
people, like, you sort of have to build that, heart rate through the whole night. Start them off
Yeah.
slow and then slowly, arc it up towards the end of the
Great,
night.
great, Savio. I think we're reaching for the end at the podcast. I
Yeah.
have a couple of
Yeah,
questions. See, you've been playing. I think you've played at the top clubs in Bangalore, and you've collaborated with a lot of DJs in Bangalore, right? Whom do you think
yeah.
is best artist to work with at in Bangalore? Like talking with specifics. I know there'll
That's
be many, but whom I know you have a lot of good friends. But whom do you think like is fun at work?
bro.
Whom do you
The thing is, if I say one person, the other person's will be
have
like,
to
you
name
didn't
everyone,
mention
right?
me. So I just like working with everyone. If they're nice to me, I mean, I just like working with them. I don't want to
All
say
right.
any names or cause a lot of problems.
Let's be on a different. Okay, whom do you think who's a new artist and who's making a very good scene? Whom do you think that
Uh,
is? There's a lot of people.
I think right now, some really good young artists coming up or like making an effort to try to do something different. I think this guy called Aditya Rajpal. He's a like I think he plays deep house. He has like a hybrid set. He basically plays with like the key, like the synthesizer while he's DJing. I think this guy Gandhi, he's killing it right now. He's like, yeah, he's
Is
killing it.
he recently released Bangalore, a track called Bangalore.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's one of like again a very versatile artist. He works with all sorts of instruments and different singers, rappers. He's open to it all. So yeah, like
Gandhi was before
super.
original, not wrong. They were Dio.
Yeah, they were called Arjunal before the one of the guys had dropped out of he had other commitments, so he stepped out, and then Rohit took over.
And
And I mean, his last name is, I think, Gandhi, so he just called himself GNDHI or something like that. Yeah.
great name, bro. Like it is a unique identification name. I think he opens for Troy Boy, right? All over the globe.
Yeah, he's
He's with
part of Troy Boys management. So yeah,
great.
he's doing great things as well. So, yeah. There's a lot of artists that are like pushing right now. It's super competitive. Everyone's trying to, get the space in the spotlight. But it's good. It's healthy competition. It's what I think Bangalore needs. It's what India needs. We
I
need
think it is
that.
healthy
We need.
competition and wider opportunities also. There are
Yeah,
there are plenty of opportunities. I think everyone can fit in. I think that's what I feel
yeah,
because it keeps growing day
yeah,
by day, right? Amount of parties happening now in Bangalore, it is like never before. People keep partying. I've seen parties go up, until early, sunrise in the morning. It's
yeah.
great, Bangalore, bro. So, Sagar, do you have any suggestions? Like, do you have? If I ask you to take out two names who can come on this podcast, do you have any suggestions for that? You want to
Um,
suggest some?
I think uh you should get this guy Beat Inspector.
Hmm.
He's got a long story. He started off, uh, you know, and his story is pretty incredible. You should interview him. Um, I think of some names that are really interesting to speak to. Um, a Good Bucks, you should try. He's a good artist as well.
Yeah.
He's worked with a lot of big names, so he's definitely someone you should check out. Especially he makes a lot of like rap and stuff. So
And yeah, so I think we're at in the end of the podcast. So how did you feel talking to us, Savio? Like, how was your
it was
experience?
good, bro. Like I honestly like the concept. You guys should keep doing it. Hope to
Yeah,
be back again maybe after a
yes,
few episodes after you guys are like interviewed a few
we'll
other
get back.
people.
Yeah,
We'll
Yeah.
be back again for some more insights in the industry and
awesome.
hopefully some more stuff to spill.
And thanks a lot, Savio. Like to when I called you and asked for it, you agreed without giving a second thought, right? I really appreciate
Yeah,
that, man. Thanks a lot for that. And that's
yep.
it, I guess.
And yeah,
Do you have any questions for us?
I mean, the only question would I should have is like how many like who was next on the list to
That's
like
a surprise.
interview?
You get to know. So we have planned, our guests for the next 2 months,
mm,
and it is all like planned and structured in a very well manner. So we'll be consistent
Yeah,
for sure. Don't worry about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And I'll keep you posted regarding
yeah.
things. And
Yeah,
you
I
have
also
a
have to
great.
leave. I have to do sound check at the club
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
yeah,
They're
yeah.
like
yeah.
knocking on the door right now. So I
Okay.
will thank you guys so much for having me,
Thank
Thank
and
you,
you.
I will
Savio. Yeah, yeah,
hopefully see you guys kill it in the
Okay.
UK in the island.
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. See you,
See you.
Sagar.
See
All the
you.
Thank you, sir.
best. Bye bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you for watching the video and supporting us. And if you think any other person who would like to be on the podcast, feel free to mention the name on the comments. We'll reach out to them. Suggestions for us to do better. We are open for suggestions. Drop in the comments. Do not hesitate. If you want to screw us or appreciate us, you can do both in the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. We need your support. Please spread the word across.